First, how I hold it. I rest it on my leg and I cross my legs, which may be bad for me long term, but it's what I do right now. And I use this knee leather made by my friend Matt Human. And the reason why I use that is because when I move the bellows, it smoothens out the friction. Since it's leather on leather, it just complements each other somehow. And it's less abrasive than the pants. Because the pants will wear on it a long time, but if it's leather on leather, it will age much better. On posture, I try to keep my wrists straight at all times for two reasons. One, it's better for your wrists and not injurious. Because playing injury is a real thing, and when your wrists are bent and you're doing all this crazy stuff with your fingers, you're going to get hurt. And you won't play as well. So you will play better because your fingers will get along with your nerves better if you play with straight wrists. Or at least if I play with straight wrists. Sometimes I complicate my fingerings to prioritize wrist straightness. So for example, this wide D major chord, D, A, F sharp, D, I play with my third finger on the D, my first finger on the A, and my second finger on this high D. But in the music that it's written in, that I really thought about this chord, is Rigondi's Etude in D. And he fingers it to play 1, 2, 3. If we think about the motion, it's easier to do this, right? It's easier on our fingers than to do this. Try it. You can see it's not, my wrist isn't very straight. It's straighter there versus here. The difference in wrist movement on those two fingerings is slight, but I still prioritize wrist straightness just so my fingers work better and I have more space to move the bellows. And also so I don't get hurt. Now the little finger. It's very common to play the English Concertina using this little pinky rest, which is useful for playing fast passages or if you hold the bellows in the air. The pinky rest is very useful for certain styles, but I use my little finger so often that I'm rarely in here. And the reason why I use my little finger so often is obvious, because I want to play more notes. For example, this is the theme of Rigondi's Remembrance, which uses really wide chords that in order to play smoothly, need to be played with 4 fingers. By the way, that was written for a baritone concertina, and this is a treble concertina, and it also has brass reeds, which is a whole other topic, but that piece was not written for this instrument. There's one more topic I want to talk about. It's repeated notes. I repeat 1 and 2 when I have a repeated note, rather than just tapping with 1, because I prefer the sound. The movement in that is both fingers and wrist. You have to flutter your hand a little bit, and I find that the added weight from doing that movement better articulates the notes than just the finger on its own. And it can be played faster, which I will get to. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, or if there's a particular technique you want to hear more about, please let me know in the comments. And tell me about your own technique. I would love to hear it.